You're live, Bruce.
Live.
All right, guys. Hey, Xtreme Team. Welcome to the team training. Sorry for the delay. We had some technical issues with Google. Paulie had some trouble with bandwidth as well, but we made it. Here we are, and we just wanted to have our monthly hangout for the new members. We had a lot of new people come in this month, and we want to welcome you and congratulate you for taking action and seeing the power of mobile marketing as the future of internet marketing. And that's the way we see it, and that's how we want to kind of get you guys set with a mindset of what you have in your hands, because a lot of people that are in auto recruiting platform really don't have a clue what they have their hands on and how powerful this system is going to be when it launches. So again, welcome and congratulations for seeing that. We want to go over a few things with you guys and get you off on the right foot, and that's why we're having these particular hangouts. It's not so much a training as it is, getting you coordinated and in the right direction to get your business started. We're going to be launching really soon, and our traffic's going to be available very soon. We don't have a date, but we know that as soon as the testing is done, the final testing for the system, that's going to be available to us. There is going to be a launch call, and there is going to be a traffic call, and then traffic has said to be it's going to be open for 3 days before they close it, and then start running the leads, running the advertising. So that's what we're looking at as far as the launch is concerned. Now, Paulie, was there anything that you wanted to add for the new members?
No, I just wanted to welcome everybody to the team. Our team's growing every day here. So I think there's well over 125 members in this team so far. We're probably the biggest team in ARP, and we're, as you can see on the leaderboards, all week I've been making a little post in the group and circling everybody's name who's on our team. So if you go to our Xtreme Team Facebook group, you could see the post I made that in back of Quick List on the top 52 beta earners, you'll see a lot of our teammates up there every day. And why is that? There's no other team out there right now that has that many people constantly getting paid apps and sales. That's what that leaderboard is. So if you're new to the team, you might be a little confused about that. Like if you see your name or your face and your name pop up on the Quick List, the leaderboard, that doesn't mean you're the you're earning the most money or anything. You pop up, your picture pops up there every time you either get a paid app or a sale. The next person takes the top spot, and it kind of just keeps trickling down. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of paid apps and we're getting some sales. So paid apps is good. We've been telling you guys for months now, just concentrate on the opt-ins. Concentrate on the opt-ins. Lock in as many people as you can, and eventually they will start moving through your funnel. So with that, I just want to welcome all the new people. Want to get into a little bit about James was supposed to be on tonight, but he has some issues with his computer. So wanted to also just recognize James as a team leader. He is one of our team leaders on the Xtreme Team now. So we want to welcome him to the leaders group, and he's going to be a help for you guys out there too, along with Sophia, Anthony, and Jose. So, and we're looking for more leaders. So every month we will take a look at it and see who's getting results. What you have to do is more or less to step out, step up, and step out. Basically, get out there, be a leader, start helping the new people in the chat, in the Facebook groups, in the leads group. We're going to go into our two Facebook groups in our chat. We'll get into that a little bit. But, get out there, start helping the new people coming in, start getting some sales and some results, and, you'll be recognized as a team leader, and you could be up here on the board with us on our Sunday night hangouts and on our team training. We like to have on our announcements, our lead is up here too. But Anthony's away, Jose's working, Sophia's over here. We get that computer thing going, and James is a computer issue. So welcome, once again, welcome the new members, and welcome James to the leaders team. And let's just go into a little bit about what everybody should be doing coming in onto the team, talk about the Facebook groups and stuff like that, or Hangouts. Let's talk about, we want to get more people creating Facebook events for our Hangouts. So let's go through a few things like that, guys. I don't know what you want to start with, but...
Well, why don't, Mark, do you want to start off with the first couple steps somebody should be taking
Sure.
when they come in?
Sure.
Including in our back office too, as well.
Right. Yeah, I put a post up, and the thing that is a little bit different about dealing with the ARP and the fact that we are a solution to marketing more than an opportunity, and we know what we've got. We know we've got high value here. So we know that we don't have to go chasing after our prospects and leads. And so it's a very good sign when they opt in through your link, they are following you. And we want to keep that forward momentum going. So the first thing that I do when somebody opts in, I send an SMS text from the Quick Lister back office. And I have put that up there. It's scripted. All you have to do is put their first name, but you put your full name in, and then request them to search you out on Facebook and to request a friendship of you on Facebook. And once they do that, you confirm them as a friend, and then you take and join them to our leads group. Now the leads group, we've got two groups. We've got a leads group, and that's about 2,200 people in there. More than just our team is in there. It's a huge group, and make sure that you don't join them to the Xtreme Team, our individual team group. Join them to the leads group, and I'm sure that you know where that link is. And then once you join them, announce them and learn how to tag their name when you do the announcement. And by typing in their first name, probably by the time you get to the end of their first name, their name will come up underneath where you're typing. And there may be 2 or 3 names down there. You pick the correct one and hit enter, and it fills in the rest of their name. That way, and it'll be highlighted. That way you know that they're tagged. And what I like to do is, just to make it a little bit more personal, I hit the backspace so it just takes off their last name. They still are tagged. You know that the right person is tagged, and it just gets it a little bit more intimate. Then go on with your statement and welcoming, and it gives the rest of the team members a chance to welcome them in. And if we put their name in and tag them, every time they get a tag message, they get that, and we fill up underneath your post, welcoming them to the leaderboard or to the leads group. They will get a message, and that gets very impressive when all of a sudden they've just opted in, and all of a sudden they're being welcomed in to this big group of over 2,000 people, and people are jumping on there, and it's very impacting. And that's what we call third-party validation. And it gives them a joining, and gives them a belonging to a group. And they see other people that are in there and excited about going forward. And it is a group that we don't divulge, and we don't go into a lot of details. of what's in the funnel. We encourage them that they've made the first step, and we encourage them to keep making additional steps forward to gain the knowledge to make an informed decision as to whether to join. And that the second step that they will make after opting in is to pay the $4.95 for the survey. And so a lot of times we also announce that step. If they have paid for the app, you can come back on and do another post and say that, you know, this person has just paid for the application. They're going through and filling that out, or they have filled it out and they're waiting for approval. You know, so it kind of fills up that time. Now we've noticed that in the past it's been 1 or 2 days for the app to get approved. It's been going through a lot faster recently. I think some people have been getting approved in about 3-4 hours. It's been really quick. So that's a good sign that that might be part of the automation taking place. But so then that's the steps that you go through to get them into that leads group and that third-party validation.
Yeah, that's working. That third-party validation's been working nicely because it's making our people move through the funnel.
Well,
Getting them excited.
Here's one point I just want to make real quick, guys. Most everybody that's going to be, that's watching right now and will watch this video has gone through that process as the prospect. So most of you, unless you joined straight up and you went right through the funnel, never make, because we have members that never made it to the leads group, never experienced that third-party validation. But if you have, kind of remember what you went through, and that's what you're going to put your prospects through.
Okay. But it's important. It's quite common for us to get new members that will do an elaborate welcome, and they won't have even entered and joined that person to that leads group. So there's no way that person doesn't know that they're being welcoming in to the group and to the community. So it's very important to have the proper sequence. Join your new opt-in first, then announce them, and if you do it in that order, the rest of us that put in their name and tag them, we don't have to be their friends. They will get tagged just by the fact that they're in the group.
Yeah, it's really powerful, guys. We've been getting a lot of results because of this, and our community's growing. Other members are joining now, so definitely use that feature, that third-party validation, because you're opening up a cold lead and bringing them out into the social atmosphere of Facebook, where they're feeling welcome and they see that this thing is working. People are active. I mean, we got members coming in that group saying, "Wow, you guys are killing this." So imagine what a prospect sees.
Now, I do want to say one thing here, Bruce. That somebody was, having some issues with. There might be more than one of you. There might, I don't know if I need to say his name, but I think it was Ryan that thought there were maybe 100 Ryan and with the same last name and so forth. Put as much information in there as you can about yourself, so it's easy for them to find you on Facebook, so that when they select and they put your name in, they can go down and your profile pops up, and they'll know they've got the right one.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into this, okay?
Okay.
You just pay your $249. Now a new person. Somebody just pays that $249. What do you do next? All right. This is what you guys should be doing. Your $249. You pay. Now you're an ARP member. Congratulations. All right. You're going to be redirected to Quick List as you went through. All right. What you guys want to do is watch those first 2 videos. It's the watch first video, the blue tab, I believe, or is it blue or red? I don't know. I don't remember.
The first one is red.
The first tab in back of quick list is red. It says watch first. What you want to do is watch that video, okay, and then watch the second one, which is a blue tab, and it says watch this video next or whatever. It's the second one in line. You can't miss it.
It says get started.
Get started. Okay. So watch first, get started videos. Those two simple videos. If you live in the United States, make sure you hit the get started button, because that's going to help you set up your merchant account. All right. You international people, you guys are going to be getting pay cards. All right. So just be patient with that. Once we go launch, you'll have your pay cards through ARP, and you'll be getting your money through there. All right. But the people in the United States have to watch that next get started video there to learn how to set up your merchant account. Very important you set up that merchant account. You know why? Because you get paid in 48 hours. I mean, it is awesome. You know, I get a sale, and 2 days later it's connected to my checking account, so it goes straight into my checking account within 48 hours. So, you know, you want that. Nobody, where are you going to kind of get money that fast? Nowhere. Nowhere on the internet you'll get money that fast.
Now, I should mention,
mention,
Paulie, just at this point, don't worry, don't be concerned if it takes you a couple days and you happen to make a sale or an opt-in comes in. Those commissions, your commissions are kept track of and held, and they'll be paid out into your merchant account or held for you on the pay card. So don't worry, nothing's going to get lost, but do get that set up as soon as you can.
Right. Good point. Very good point. All right. So you want to get that set up. Yes, it's $25 a month, but listen, guys, this is your business. All right. It's just imagine having a retail store and you want to accept credit cards. You know, there's a merchant account and fees you got to pay on that. Treat this like a business. All right. But it's well worth it, because if you don't use it, I think you lose $15 if ARP's got to process it. So it really is only costing you $10 a month if you really look at it, because if you're going to use the pay cards and ARP is going to do the processing of everything, you're going to lose 15. You know, at least and it's costing you 25. There's only a difference of $10 a month. So look at it that way. It's part of doing business. Don't skip out for $25 a month. It's worth having the money in your checking account in 48 hours. Trust me. All right? That's the first thing you guys want to do. Then you want what your people should be doing now, all right? What your sponsor or your partner should have done for you, and this is what all you guys should be doing now as members, okay? You should be adding them to the Xtreme Team Facebook group and the Xtreme Team chat, okay? That's the next thing. In there, in the Xtreme Team Facebook group, it's a pinned post. We've made this so simple for you guys. It says, attention new members, watch this video first. I want you to go through that, watch that video, go through the couple of resources I have in there. You know, it talks about our Sunday night hangouts. It talks us what you should be doing and what our team is doing. It talks about, I believe it talks about what Mark was just talking about, the leads group and everything like that, what we're doing as a team. All right. All that is in our Six-Figure Systems team training website, which I talk about in the video, which you should go through it, okay? It gives you the 2 different Facebook groups, right? Now, like I was saying, 2 different Facebook groups. Mark was talking about the leads group for the third-party validation, right? That's where you want to bring all your prospects into, all your leads, all your opt-ins, okay? We're going to help you move them along through the funnel, okay? Third-party validation. We want to help. We want all our team members want to comment on those welcomings into the leads group, because, you know, like Mark was saying, it gets them riled up. They see all these comments coming in, and they never felt like that anywhere, welcome to any place, and all these good comments that people are saying. It gets them excited. It gets them to move forward. So make sure you add them in the leads group. And then when they become members, you need to add them in the Facebook team group, the Xtreme Team group, all right? And make sure they watch that first video, and they should be fine. Okay, everything is set up. The chats. You guys shouldn't be leaving the chats. I see people leaving the conversation all the time. Why are you doing that? I know it gets annoying. All right, your phone's going off and everything. Just mute it, because we talk about some important things in there and some quick points we need to get through to you, so you're alerted right off the bat. You may not see something for a day or two later. We try and post them in the Xtreme Team Facebook group too, but you may see that a day or two later, even if you're checking that. At least the chats you're getting alerts, and it's also building up a friendship in there. Don't you guys want to get to know your teammates and your teammate, become friendly, and because we're going to be, once this thing goes live, we're all making a lot of money and we're able to get to these events. It's going to be like we know each other already, so why not get friendly in there?
Well, plus,
so,
if you have any questions, right? If you have any questions, you can go in that chat and you'll get a bunch of answers and a lot of assistance immediately.
Yes, very fast. It's right there because somebody's always there to answer it. So, if you get stuck someplace, and let me tell you something, guys. When you're able to buy these ARP leads and everything, and all of a sudden, just say you go out and buy ARP launches, right? You buy, say, $200, 2 traffic packs, right? You're going to get 40 to 50 leads coming into your funnel, right? You're going to be like, you're going to probably have some questions, especially if you're new, right? So why leave that chat? Because if you need an answer really quick, that's the place to be, because somebody's going to answer you really fast there, all right? Yeah, you could answer it in the Facebook group, but, it may be a few hours before somebody answers you. Who knows, because they're going to be busy too. But in the chat, one of us or one of our team leaders or even some of the, the members may have an answer for you right there. So, don't leave that chat. You guys are leaving the conversation. Bad move.
Yeah, that chat's there. It's for communication, instant communication, and if everybody's in that chat, somebody is going to be online and available. They're going to get a notification on their phone. They're going to jump on. They're going to help you. You're going to ask. You're going to want some help welcoming a prospect into the leads group, and you can actually request some help. Give me some love. Get a blitz, as we call it, and get some people posting immediately, especially if that prospect's online when you add them, and they're like, and they saw your post, and maybe they even said, thanks for adding me. Now all of a sudden you got this person added, tagged, they commented under your post, and nobody commented yet to welcome them, and that's what you want. You want that, third-party validation to happen immediately. Why this person's online, right? How powerful is that? Just jump in the chat and send them, and I made a video teaching you how to do it. You can send them a permalink of your post, okay? There's a video on how to do that, so you don't need a picture to get a link from your browser to add to that chat and give that, anyone in that chat that wants to give you that third-party validation, welcome and tag your lead, they just click on the link, it takes them right to your post.
Let me point out one quick thing on that while you're talking about that. There's 3 types of leads, people. There's a cold lead, there's a warm lead, and there's a hot lead. All right? Cold obviously being the worst of the 3, right? Hot being the best. So what Bruce is talking about, that's hot right there. That's a hot lead. Just got it. You go in the person, because you're getting texts, remember? So they're there. It's live. All right? So if you put that, get some love, that that blitz stuff going on, that guy is still hot at that point. That is the best time to attack it.
Keep it moving.
But yeah, but that's when you want to get him, because he's hot. He just went through, saw the presentation. Now he just got added into a Facebook group, and now all you guys are jumping on with comments. Well, what do you think is happening to his excitement level and his adrenaline right now? It's getting him to act. So that's when you want to get these people, when they're hot. That's the best time. So Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mark. What were you going to say?
No, that's it. I was just going to say also that chat is very useful to the three of us as well, and in that we kind of pay attention and use it as a barometer as to who's jumping on. I usually will try to hold back when somebody has a question to see if somebody else jumps in and answers the question, and it's a good way for us to tell where our leaders are and who's stepping up and who's taken the initiative to learn and to answer questions. So it's that. The other thing too, if I've been gone for a little while and I come back into that chat room, it's very easy to scroll back. Scroll back up a little ways, and you can pick up and get yourself up to speed as to what the chats are, and if you find something in there that's questionable, go back and read about it so that you're not asking and posting the same thing all over again, and then get yourself up to speed. But I just think it's got a couple good points for us to stay in constant contact with each other. And also, it kind of gives us a barometer of who's the most active and who's going to be a good candidate to put on this leaderboard with us, or on the Hangout leader panel.
Hey guys, I got a lead that just came in, right? I don't know where she came from or anything, but it's a good time to point out to anybody new that just joined what to do. Like I said, I just had this lead come through right on the bottom there,
right,
and it says, the person
Ellis
at ARP, okay? And what that means is when you get that text, is that person went to your website, they typed in their name, they typed in their cell phone number, and they clicked the get access code button, okay? That brought them to another screen, and you may or may not remember this. What you got to try to do as you're going through all this is remember what you went through, but it takes them to that next screen where there's 4 boxes to enter in the access code. That person got the code, texted to their phone, and they entered the 4 digits and clicked on the button to continue. Okay, so when that happened, when they clicked that button, they entered that get access code, their verification PIN, I got the text message. Okay, so that's the process when somebody is a lead. They actually verified their number. Now, I did have an occurrence with one of my clients, one of my partners, that a lead didn't verify a phone number. And it's possible that they could enter name and number, but never enter the PIN number. Okay, so that doesn't actually go through as a lead. They have to enter that PIN number. But when they do enter their name and cell phone number, it will be in the notes. Eventually, when that person becomes an opt-in and actually verifies their number, that first step they took when they didn't verify will be in the notes because they did click a link and enter their information. So they will be in there, and if you see that, it just doesn't say anything except for their name and number, basically in a line. So I just wanted to share that as because a lot of people don't understand. Well, they get the first text message that they got a verified cell phone number. They don't know what that is. That's a lead. You have a lead in your back office, and from that point, you can log into QuickLister, and you're going to be in your back office, and it's basically the dashboard, and you can actually go to opt-ins under your quick stats, which is going to be right there at eye level, and you can click on that number, and it's going to open up your opt-ins. Now, you may have only one at that time, but you may have several. So if that's your first one, you click on that number 1, and it's going to open up that person's name. You're going to have notes that you can click on, which obviously if they just opted in, all you're going to see is that they opted in. Actually, you have 2 steps. It says entered cell phone number, which, like I said, before they verify their number, that is in the notes. So she entered her cell phone number, then she verified her PIN. So it was a two-step process. And that's in your notes, and everything will be in your notes. Then you can SMS, which is right next to the name. You can click on SMS, and it's going to open up a box, and it says View SMS Conversation between you and their name. So you can type in 149 characters. I know it says 150, but it only holds 149. And you can type a message. And what I type is, hello name, welcome to the future of internet marketing. Thank you for verifying your cell phone number. Do you have, I think what I say is, do you have a business opportunity that you're looking to expand? Because I want to ask a question and I want them to answer it. Okay, if I just say go to the next step, you know, complete the application to take the tour, at that point, well, there's no communication. You know, I kind of closed the conversation at that point. So I welcome them. I want to let them know that it's the future of internet marketing. And then I ask them a question, do you have an online business that you're looking to expand? If you have room, you can say, or are you looking to generate extra income on the internet? So generally I got an answer from that. But I just wanted to go there. I don't want to go into that in too much depth because we do have videos about that. But because the lead came in, maybe you're going to get a lead and not know what to do.
One thing on that, Bruce, that I would caution them on, right now, we're somewhat limited, and it randomizes your number that the message is coming from, and it'll go out to the phone number that they put in. So it's important that you put your name in that little SMS text message. Just say this is Bruce from ARP.
Right. And I do, and I left that out.
Yeah, and then go on with it, because you know, I used to get questions, who is this? You know, which isn't all bad. If you get that, then it kind of opens up a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, that's great when they respond in any way. Yes, no, who is this?
Right.
All right, well, talking about leads, let's get into leads now, because
Okay.
everybody needs them, right? And if anybody on the team has any questions, there's comment section below here. Just ask your comments. Hey, Jose, could you monitor the comment thing and see if you got any like comments coming in or questions coming in that we can answer for them tonight while we're live here? Just take a look at the comments and see if anybody have any questions. So, you know, write your question down. You know, speak up. Let's hear your question. Let's get it answered. So, you know, you could get the proper answers to your questions. So, you know, don't be shy. Just jot them down. All right. But going back to the leads thing. All right, because Linda asked me today, you know, how are you and Bruce getting like all these sales and everything? And the question is, it's very simple. Now, the new people that are just coming into our team, obviously you haven't built a list up yet. We understand that. All right, and you know, I'll go into the way, you know, where you could get some leads in the meantime if you want to go out and spend some money on it. But you got to understand something, guys. Me, Mark, and Bruce has been the first one in July, and me and Mark have been here since August. So we've been building this business, right? And for all along, what have we been telling you? We've been telling you to build. You guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. We've been telling you just to lock in as many cell phone numbers as you can, right? Have we been saying that, Bruce?
Yes.
All right. We've been just saying, don't worry about sales; they will come. Well, I am not. Now we had the co-op, the team co-op traffic we were doing for a couple of months, right? But we stopped that because we're getting closer to launch, and with them staying any day now, we're telling you guys. And on last month's video, we said the same. In the last month's team training, we said the same thing. There's no sense to really go out and spend all this big money on getting traffic and all that kind of stuff. Save it for ARP's traffic, because obviously that's the best traffic in the world. But some of you coming on a team, you don't want to sit back and wait for the traffic because now it's another 3 or 4 weeks, and I understand that. All right? So I posted in the Facebook group today, our team Facebook group. There's two Facebook groups on solo ad providers that I listed there, that I have tested, that I have sent some of my partners in that were asking for traffic because they didn't want to sit back and wait. And they got some good results from it. All right? But like I was saying, our sales, I haven't been doing any advertising, all right? But the sales are coming because we've locked in so many people into our funnel. Now that with the hype of ARP launching and all that kind of stuff and our Hangouts are really strong, guys. And the more exposure ARP is going, those people I have locked in September, October, November, December are starting to move forward. Now this is going to happen to you guys too, but I know you just started. So, you know, we saw this coming, and you know, now it's showing the proof of it. All right. When a lot of us guys, right, a lot of the teammates, like when we were buying this traffic before and we were getting opt-ins and everything, we weren't getting sales or anything, but I kept on saying, just be patient. They may not be ready yet. Wait till the buzz gets a little stronger and we launch and we go viral, and you're going to see a percentage of those people start to move forward. And that's what we're getting right now. That movement from months ago. So, okay, so you guys want to get some leads now, right? You don't want to wait for the ARP traffic. I will tell you this. Do not go off and spend a lot of money, all right? Once again, I put 2 Facebook groups in the Xtreme Team, our Xtreme Team Facebook group, right? Those are all, go through that. There's solo ad providers in there. Now, when you go in there, you're going to see a whole bunch of, it's like a rating system of solo providers, okay? You could go in there, start, you know, reading some of the comments and clicking on some of the people's, you know, names and stuff that you might be interested in, and get in touch with that person because it's highlighted, it's tagged. You could send them a message on Facebook and simply reach out and say, listen, I'd like to do a test of, you know, 100 clicks with you. And start off small, 100 clicks, because you don't know. We're capturing cell phone numbers, okay? Well, everybody else is doing email marketing, so the results are different. But this is where it's going to come in beneficial to you because you could save, you could bargain with them, all right? Just get in touch with that person. Say, listen, how do you think I want to run some traffic. I want to get some traffic. I want to do a test run with you with 100 clicks. How do you think my website will do with your list? And give him your website so he sees it. Now, he may click on it and look at it and tell him, you know, because we build our list capturing cell phone numbers. So some people may message you back and look at your website and say, you know, it won't do good. You know, mine is mostly email. It won't do good. And some guys may come back and say, you know, I don't know. Let's give it a try. A lot of those guys will give you a discount, you know. And then there's some guys that may say, I think it should do well. And say, listen, if it does well, I'll buy more from you, but could you give me a little break on the price since we don't really know? And 9 chances out of 10 they will. And if they don't, move on to another one. All right? There's plenty of guys in there. All right? I think one of the Facebook groups there has the top 5 guys of June last month. So you could just maybe start off with one of them.
And I think there's like 20,000 people in that group too, right, Paulie?
Yeah, one's got like 20,000. The other one's got 13,000. I mean, do a little legwork. You know, start reaching out to some of these solo guys, because you know, you may find a good one. I know James Gedden, he just found one guy. He got I gave him that group. He got connected with somebody in there, and he did a test run. I think he bought, I think he bought 200 clicks. He just went for it, and he got like 20 opt-ins, something like that. Now our landing page converts at anywhere from 5 to 10%, so figure in that range. If you're getting in the 5 to 10% range, it's a decent run, you know. So, but I would start off with 100 clicks to test it. How much should you spend? I see guys anywhere from 40 to 60 to 70 cents. That's it. I wouldn't spend more than 70 cents, which would be $70. The top guy in one of those groups is like 40 cents per click, so it's $40 for 100 clicks. You know, so if you get 10 or 11 or 8 opt-ins, you know, at least you got 8 or 10 or 11 people on your list. You got leads, so you know, practice with that. So that's what I suggest. If you have the excess money to spend and you don't want to sit back and wait for ARP leads, start off small. You know, go in those 2 Facebook groups. They're all rated. You know, people comment on them to say if they had a good run, you know, with them. But remember, it's all email marketing. Nobody has the texting SMS. So, but in a way, you know, that's a bargaining power. You know, you can bargain with those people as far as getting your price discount. So, because you know, of this new technology, and some of these guys, they don't know how their list will perform on cell phones. And most of these guys are hungry, man. Everybody I've used 3 times. I mean, I got 9 opt-ins from one guy for 100 clicks. I got 8 opt-ins from another guy, and maybe I had one good run with one guy with 11. But all 3 of those guys, when I PM'd them, within 10 minutes they answered me. So they're constantly in there waiting for people to PM them. So, you know, go check those 2 groups out. It's an Xtreme group. I listed it. It's under traffic leads to sell. I put a banner there. Just go read that post I put out there, and go check it out if you want to spend a few bucks on getting some leads into your system, get some momentum going before ARP. Don't go crazy, guys. You know, I'm only talking to the people that are asking for traffic. You know, if you want to wait for the ARP traffic, that's fine. That's what I've done now. I mean, I got people just moving through my funnel now. So, and that's what's going to happen to you guys too. Even with the ARP traffic, when you buy that, you know, you're going to see months later that you're going to get a lot of movement through your funnel. So, I don't know. Did I miss anything there?
Well, I just wanted to say, like, you know, as people are getting started, you know, just remember you have to get started. We all started somewhere. You know, when I started, I didn't have any leads, right? I was brand new last July. No leads. All my stats were just like yours if you're new. Zeros across the board. And when I joined, though, you know, I saw something different in Auto Recruiting Platform. As everybody that joined today in the last few weeks, all you new people, you saw something different, okay? You saw, you know, the fact that when you entered your cell phone number in, you got an access code, and you had to verify that, you know, that was different. You filled out an application, you had to wait to get approved, that was different, okay? Things are different in Auto Recruiting Platform than everywhere else on the internet. So remember what you have in your hands, and when you got started, remember why you got started. I was looking for something that worked, not only for me, but for the people that I recruited, because I got tired of recruiting the failure. Okay, so when I started, I was really excited about this, and I said, you know what, this is it, and I'm going to make this work. I'm not concerned about the $249 because the system's going to work. I know it is. It worked for me. It sold me. It's going to sell other people. I believed it. Okay, and that's what you have to do. You have to believe it, and then you have to get started and have that conviction and carry that conviction through your business. Okay, and if you don't get started, nothing's going to happen. But you have to believe, because the system works, and we've proved it. All of us on this panel here, throughout all the Hangouts that we've done and I don't know how many we've done, over 50 Hangouts or something like that. There's got to be some kind of an anniversary coming up for Hangouts.
Yeah.
We're doing it for a reason, because we believe, okay, and the system works. I believe this more than anything I've ever done on the internet. As far as I'm concerned, it's the only thing. You know, you have to lead with your marketing strategy, not with your opportunity. Now, we're not touching on the custom funnel or anything, because you just got to get started. The custom funnel is not available. It will be available for your business, and ARP is going to be very powerful to build that business and many others. So don't get married to the company that you're in right now. I'm sure it's great, and I'm sure they got great products. You're going to be building many, many opportunities with this system, and that's how powerful it is, and that's where all the money is going to come into play here. So learn this system, because you're going to need it for your business. Don't be so concerned about your business, because you need the marketing strategy to get people in. And there's nothing, guys, I'm telling you, there is nothing more powerful than getting a cell phone number that's verified. Nothing. You know, maybe you're not good on the phone talking. Well, you can text, because you message people on Facebook. You're going to build that relationship. But again, you got to get started, and you have to believe that this system's going to work for you, and you have to give it a chance, and you have to learn how to use it. Maybe your learning curve's a little longer than most. You know, I got started pretty quickly. I was just, you know, gung-ho. I was, what do they call that, ignorance on fire. Ignorance on fire. I went into my back office. I did not watch one video. I grabbed my link, and I started advertising. And that week, I made 3 sales. And then I watched the videos. So I said, maybe I better watch the videos so I know what I'm doing, right? I set up my merchant account. Actually, I set up my merchant account on my second sale. But you got to get started.
Say, this is, yeah, most definitely. And you got to build momentum, you know. Just don't... Look, you know, we have people new on the team. Linda and James Gaden just came in. They got sales within their first week, and James and maybe within 2 weeks. You know, they got sales. I had a prospect come in, and you know, Taylor, who just came in 2 days ago. She's already got 2 paid apps. She was, you know, we talked on the phone. She was so excited about getting started. You know, saw the power in ARP and being able to build your list with text messaging platform. She's been in the business for a number of years, and see, those are the people that really get it quicker. You know, if you're new to the internet marketing game, yeah, this may be Chinese to a lot of you guys, but the people that have been doing this for some time, once they go through that funnel, man, they get it. It's just this is their answer. This is their solution. So me and Taylor had a long conversation on the phone the other day, and I don't know, she's got maybe 7 or 8 views, and she's got 2 opt-ins with 2 paid apps. 2 days later, I mean, what is she doing? She took action. She just started getting a link out there, sharing it, and things happen. People are going to put their cell phone number in your website. So, you know, that's why I put that in there. You know, last month we were telling you to hold off for the traffic, but you know, with this delay keep on coming every week, and you know, we're trying to get this thing off the ground. You know, I guess there are some anxious people. Like, you know, Linda got in touch with me today, and she was like, you know, how are you guys getting sales? And so I put that up there in the Facebook group in case you want to start. You know, you got an extra few bucks. That's not going to, you know, that's not going to cut into your ARP budget. Yeah, you know, go in there, search, go find out some, go find some solo ad providers that could, you know, get you some leads and get your list, the momentum going for your list. So that's there for you guys to use. It's a really good source. A lot of good people in those 2 Facebook groups. So go check it out, and you know, go build up some relationship with some solo ad providers. You know, they're pretty nice in there. So that's for you.
Paulie, I just wanted to make a point. You know, and Bruce was talking about, we mention it quite often, and that is developing that belief and conviction. Don't go out there trying to, you know, apologize for collecting the $4.95 and even offering or suggesting that you might even refund that if they just please sign up and commit to the application. Be bold and be convicted that you've got the best thing since sliced bread, and go out there. Don't offer and suggest that you're going to give any refunds. There's no reason why anybody should be asking for $4.95 back. They get far more value in that just watching the videos if they make a decision for or against. And so have that belief, that conviction, and go out there and don't apologize for anything and be mousy about it. You got to have that inner core conviction and belief that you are in the best thing and for and is absolutely the solution to the marketing that they need for their product and opportunities or in and of itself. So we can't state that strongly enough. There's no reason to suggest and don't be dangling that carrot. There's no point in having a $4.95 for the application to find out if somebody's serious enough if you're going to refund it. That just washes the whole point away. I just want to make that. I don't think we can stress that strongly enough. I still see it today being mentioned about a refund just to entice them, and you're going down a slippery slope.
Yeah, I made a post the other day on my wall. There's no convincing, only conviction.
Right.
And that's basically what Mark just said. You're holding the Holy Grail in your hands, and that's what I was saying about having that belief and conviction before. Know what you have. This thing is going to work for you. Absolutely. Don't worry about next month, the month after that. Just go out and do the work. You've been looking for something for a long time, just like all of us have. Looking for that certain something, and that's what you saw when you joined. Otherwise, you wouldn't have joined. Believe that the system is going to work for you. Believe that you are going to make money. Don't say, "Well, I'll give this a couple months, 2 or 3 months, and if I, then don't give yourself the excuse to fail. Just go out and work and do it." That's what we did, because I finally said, I am sick and tired of failing at this network marketing thing, and recruiting a dozen people into an opportunity, or 2 people, or whatever it was, all the things that I tried, and nobody duplicates. And then all of a sudden we have this ARP, sitting in our hands, and we have that power of duplication. We're going to have the resources and the leads available to us, and everything else that's coming. And guys, if we all knew it was coming, we'd be paying $249 a week, because this system is going to be unlike anything you've ever done online. It's going to change all your lives. It's just understand what you're holding and go out there and make some connections. What do you do? Ask them what they do, because they're not going to recruit you. You have the solution. I'm a mobile marketer. Well, what do you mean mobile marketer? Nobody hears that. I'm an internet marketer. I offer a mobile marketing strategy to help struggling marketers. Well, what's this mobile thing all about? Well, it's, unlike email, we're capturing a verified cell phone number. And then maybe they'll ask another question. I said all this in a video I just made. Well, what I say to them is, you have a lot of questions. Maybe you'd like to learn a little bit more, and you're welcome to take the tour of the system to find out more, if you'd like. I didn't pitch a business there at all whatsoever. It's totally, I'm getting so many results with people doing that. It's unbelievable. You have a lot of questions. Maybe you'd like to learn more. You're welcome to take a tour of the system, if you'd like. And that's it. Sale. And I'm getting opt-ins like crazy. All on Facebook. That's all I'm doing right now, guys. Is you know, I went over this. I made a video about events, and we're going to get into events. We got to create Facebook events because that's a whole nother list. People are on Facebook. You have Facebook friends. Get them to your events. Create your events, and you know, that's another thing that you can do. We're having these hangouts every Sunday. Take advantage of that. You don't even have to be there. Create the event. Facebook will invite them. Facebook will send a notification. Facebook does everything for you. All you have to do is create it and invite people, and we do the rest.
Facebook, a lot of you guys we've seen a lot more people create Facebook events, which is cool. Because number one, it's going to get our exposure out there even more. I mean, we finally, not last week, but the week before that, we had 215 people viewing the Hangout on a Sunday night 2 weeks ago. I mean, we haven't even launched yet. We're going to have a couple thousand as the months go on and we get launched here. You guys got to get your events created weekly, consistently. It's the consistency that is going to bring you sales. If you do it here once and there twice and everything, it's not going to work for you. It's all, you have to keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again, because eventually you will pick up a lead, then you will pick up a paid app, then you will pick up a sale. We are getting sales for people that have been creating Facebook events. I haven't missed a Facebook event in, I don't know, 8 months we've been doing this. Getting sales from my Facebook, from the Hangouts.
That lead that just came through was from
Sophia just got a sale from our Facebook event a couple days ago, from a Hangout, from the Hangout. I mean, you guys should be creating your Facebook events every week and then updating your event every day or every other day or whatever. You just got to create that event once, and if you don't know what we're talking about, once again, go watch the Attention New members. Go watch the video in there, all right? We try to make this team duplicatable just like ARP system, all right? We're mirroring what ARP is doing. That's all we're doing, right? Because when you get a new partner, you're going to come and say, well, what do I do? My partner is asking me questions. I don't know how to answer him. Well, if you're just doing what we're all doing, you know, tell them to go, bring them into the Facebook group, and then the chat, and then they know to go watch that video for new members. You don't have to answer anything. All the answers are there for them. So it makes it duplicatable for your partners also. Don't let them be hanging, you know, left to dry there. You know, they're going to want some questions answered, and they're going to need some help too. So you're going to need to be, you're going to have to be able to guide them someplace, and we've taken care of that all for you. Utilize what we've given you. It's all there for you.
And it's the point is it's working too, Paulie. And that's a great what you said about consistency, because we have been doing this every week, every day since last summer. Okay, so if you're new, you're getting started. Don't expect this to happen right away. It happened right away for me. But that's not the way it happened for me and other things. You know, and it wasn't that I was bragging. It was just like, wow. You know, this talk about excitement. You know, and then we put all this together. Paulie came on board, and Mark, and we put all these groups together, and we created all this. And it's obviously been working and growing. Otherwise, our teams wouldn't be growing. You guys wouldn't be here. So it works. You're here. This is what we've been doing. So this is why we're teaching it. It's simple, and it's duplicatable.
Everybody who's been doing what we've been saying is getting results and getting sales. Jose, am I lying?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Am I lying when I'm saying if you just follow what we're doing, are you going to get sales and you're be making money? I mean, you're living proof of it, right?
Yeah, man.
Follow what we've been telling you, and you're getting sales, right? It's working for you, right?
Absolutely, this thing is working, man. I was just pitching this one guy on Facebook right now.
I know you looked at it. I had to wake you up. You were sitting there over there like in a daze. So
Yeah, man.
it's
Hey,
like
I
a school
wanted to ask
teacher.
those questions for the people in there, but I don't know how to get there.
Go
I don't.
to you got to open up another window and go in the group. Go in the Extreme Team group and hit the team training hangout.
Oh, I see. I got it. Okay. All
I,
right.
I put the link in there, so just hit that and just go check out the comments. See if there's any questions.
All right. Cool.
So you know, here's like a perfect example. The guys on the leaders team, right? And if you don't believe me, get in touch with James, get in touch with Jose, get in touch with Sophia, get in touch with Anthony. These are people that guys and girls that are consistently doing the same thing month after month, week after week, day after day. And they're getting results. Because let me tell you something, especially on Facebook, if you consistently stick with one thing over and over again, eventually those people are going to check out what that is. It's the people that are jumping all around that never get to see what you're trying to offer or what your business you're in, because you're into 100 different things. They know you're jumping around. They know you're not successful. They know you're looking for something, and they're just ready for you to pitch the next freaking shiny ball syndrome. But if they see consistently for the last, in our cases, 11 months that we've been given the same hangout, talking about the same business opportunity or the same system month after month for the last 11 months, don't you think they're eventually going to say, let me see what he's into? Obviously, he's doing well at it because he's been doing the same thing for the last 11 months.
Well, the other thing too, that Paulie, there's such a thing as the rule of 7. You know, it takes about 7 times to run something through the same theme in maybe slightly different way before it clicks, before somebody catches on.
Exactly.
7 times. So you're not going to get it to them, get the message to them in 2 or 3 times.
Right.
You have to stay with it, repeat it out, and also you might want to play this back. I don't know if you caught some key things that Bruce was talking about, how he interacts, but I used to do the same thing when I started out. I would text back and forth, and I would keep the focus on them. What are they doing? What kind of frustrations are you having? What are you doing about marketing? And all this kind of thing. And they started laying out their hearts and their pains and everything. And then all of a sudden, after maybe 2 or 3 days, they'd finally come back and ask me, wait a minute, why aren't you frustrated? What are you doing? And there's my opening. Then all I did was give them the link. I said, check this out. It is performing for me, and you should at least owe it to yourself to check it out. But I didn't. There's a marketing or a sales tactic that you should never have the customer controlling you. You should always maintain control. Stay in the driver's seat. And when they start pressuring you back and pestering you about questions that are about details inside the funnel, turn it back on them. Why are you asking me that? You must have some issues. Turn it back to them and get them moving and focused again on their pain. And they'll be very anxious to move forward and get into what you're talking about and go through the funnel and learn it for themselves.
Well, that's something I want to piggyback off of, because when somebody comes back at you, it's usually, how much does it cost a month?
Right.
The last thing that you want to do is tell them that it's $249 without them seeing what they're getting.
Right.
Maybe they're getting a Ferrari for $249 a month. It's definitely not a Volkswagen. Not that Volkswagens are bad, but it's not a smart car, put it that way.
Who walks into a dealership with all the posted prices of everything before you even get a chance to see the cars?
Right. So tell them they need to experience it for themselves without your influence. Simple as that. You need to experience it yourself without my influence. I go into a little bit more detail than that, but that's basically what it is. You know, you're going to go see a movie. Do you want me to tell you the end of the movie before you go see the movie? Or are you going to go see the movie now that you know the end? You need to see the value and experience the system and let the system do the selling, because I'm not selling you anything. And that's what I tell them. I'm not selling you anything. The system does the selling for me, and you would want it to do it for you as well. So you need to experience the system without my influence. And I never get, most people don't ask me what the price is again. And then I always say, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because you have to end with a question, because you don't want them to question.
Did we lose everybody?
Yeah, it looks like the broadcast is still going on. So
I see it's live.
yeah, it's live. So I guess we're okay. We'll just keep on going. Paulie dropped off, but all of a sudden the screen went blank on me.
Right. Did for me too.
Did me too.
I think we've covered a lot of ground tonight, and that's the main thing. I do not even suggest the point about selling. I just present it to them in a way that they need to go through and see the value. And at the end of the final video that explains everything, they will be given an opportunity to buy. They're not going to be sold anything that doesn't fit for them, but they will be given an opportunity to invest and buy.
Okay, now all these points, I want to make sure we're clear. All these points are based on if you're having a conversation on Facebook. If you're purchasing leads, you're probably not going to have to go through all that. You're just going to invite them to the group, and third-party validation is going to move them forward to an application, you know, and moving through the system.
Right.
In the group, it's the same thing, though. We're not telling them what's in the funnel. We're not telling them 249. You need them to go into the funnel. You got to give them a reason. Don't take the reason away from them to go through that funnel. As soon as you take the reason to go through the funnel, you know, they may think that's it. Oh, okay, well, you've said enough. I'm moving on. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that. Because maybe that you couldn't present it well enough, you know, by typing text on a computer screen. You know what's in that funnel. You want them to go to it. So in this case, we're representing if you're having a conversation on Facebook. And watch that video that I made. I put it in the group. It's an update on managing your Facebook events. It tells a lot of the tactics that I use on Facebook. So you can use that. That's another way if you're looking to generate some free leads. You can do that as opposed to solo ads. Solo ads, you're going to get your opt-ins. You're going to text them through the back office. You're going to direct them to the Facebook group and encourage them to move forward. So that's what we're doing with our leads from, that come in from our marketing, whether you're paying for advertising or you're getting leads coming through a post on Facebook or whatever you're doing, in a forum or Hangouts on YouTube. So wherever your leads are coming in from, if you're starting campaigns, those leads in QuickList aren't going to go through the same process as somebody in your Facebook event or a friend on Facebook that you're having a conversation with. The friend you're having a conversation with on Facebook is just to get them to want to take the tour and learn more, and then also learn more in our group. We want to get them into the group, and that's what I talk about on that video. So I think you're right, Mark. I think we covered quite a bit. Does anybody have anything else they want to add for the new people?
Yeah, I got a question here, guys. We have one question. I see. Everybody knows what exactly that they're doing here. So, so these monthly hangouts. So, everybody new coming in, we're all good. They understand what we're talking about. So, if you have any questions, put it down in the comment section so we can answer it tonight. All right. I got one from Ryan, excuse me. He says, can we go over briefly what to tell the prospects that ask what exactly are we offering the public? Real simple and easy. A business in a box, that's what we have. We're offering a system, all right? A system that from A to Z covers everything, from building a list through the SMS technology, right? The SMS texting platform you'll get. You'll get funnels with that same platform for any business you want to promote. And then you got the leads that could provide your business sales.
With traffic.
Traffic. So you got a complete business in a box. That's what you're getting. You get an SMS platform to build your list. You're getting custom funnels to brand yourself, your product, or your company, and then you got the traffic so you can get your leads, so you can get your sales. Basically, that's what you're getting.
The full description is in the name itself. Auto recruiting platform.
And everything's automated.
It's the complete thing for marketing.
Think about it this way too, guys. We basically have an autoresponder system. You know, you have email autoresponder systems like GetResponse and you know, Aweber and all those, instant eye contact, and there's one actually out there. I can't Infusionsoft. Okay, Infusionsoft is a very expensive marketing system for email. We basically have Infusionsoft for mobile on steroids. If they don't know what Infusionsoft is, it's a marketing system, an internet marketing system with merchant account, with the autoresponder feature, the lead management system. This is what we have for mobile. We have a mobile cell phone capture system that has the lead management feature. Just because it's auto recruiting platform doesn't mean that list that you're building can't be used for anything. You can text them anything you want. Once they're in, they're in. You know, that's just the way it is. Just because they're in for auto recruiting platform.
Right. You can send them to the other business that you're promoting. Whatever it is that you're promoting, whatever online business you have, you can just send them to that website. But now you got somebody, you got a lead with a phone number, and you text them to get them to where you want them to go. So that's a pretty ingenious system here.
Any other questions, Jose, you see on the comment board?
You know what? I didn't want to interrupt you guys, but I tried going into the training site. I don't know where to go.
Sophie, you got see any questions on there? On the comment section? Just Ryan's? All right, so I guess there's no questions. All right, to tell you the truth, guys, this is the hardest part. It really is, and it's really not that hard. May look hard if you especially just came in this week or last week, but if you go to the video I made for the new members, you'll probably catch on pretty quick. It's not really rocket science we're doing here. All we're doing is duplicating, you know, what you've already been through. So if you get a lead, you want to bring them to the Facebook leads group, welcome them in there, give us a little hint if they're just opted in or they paid the app, and we'll finish the rest. Create your Facebook events every Sunday, you know, and invite your Facebook friends to the Hangouts every Sunday, and make sure if you get a sale that you put them in the Xtreme Team group in the chat, and then tell them to watch the videos and bring them to these monthly Hangouts. You know, you guys should be clicking that join button. Every month we do these Hangouts for you just to update the new people. Everybody should be clicking that join button when I put it in there, so at least we get a head count, even if you're not going. But the replay will be up if you guys happen to live in a different time zone or couldn't make it or had some other plans tonight. The replay will be up in an hour, so it's always posted on here too. So I think I put it in the new. I think I talk about it in the new members video I made. I think I do. Yeah. So, you know, I urge everybody to watch the monthly training hangouts too for all the new members, so we actually could like speak live here to you guys. So I don't know. Does anybody have anything else? No questions before we end this month's training hangout, team training hangout?
Well, I guess not. You know, something we could implement too, and we could do again, and then maybe close it out, is we had that, you know, live training where you know, we had a few people come in on the panel and have a little private, you know, gathering. That went pretty well, and that helped people too. You know,
one-on-one.
The one-on-one, yeah, we can do some one-on-ones if anybody's interested in that. As long as we get a good head count, we'll get on. You know, there's no sense in really getting on for one person. We can chat on Facebook for that. But if we get a good head count of 3 or 4 people, we're more than willing to get on live with you guys, and you know, and hang out and you know, talk about some marketing strategies and any other questions you got about the system.
Oh, the one-on-one coaching we did last month?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want us, we could have, well, there's 3 of us, so there's 6, right? We could have a total of 9 people on there. It'd just be us 9 on a private little hangout doing some one-on-one coaching with you if you feel a little left behind or still a little confused. If 6 of you want to get together, or 3 of you, or 5 of you, let us know. I mean, me, Mark, and Bruce work a little more one-on-one with you if you're interested. So, I mean, we did it last month with a couple of people and seemed to help them out. So, you know, that's what we're here for, guys, man. We're here to help you, to hold your hand. You more or less, you don't, in ARP, you really don't need a sponsor. They keep saying that, but you know, you still want to know that there's help around the corner. And what we've really tried to put together here is a 24-hour team support for you guys, for all new members coming on the team. I mean, I can't sit here doing it 24 hours a day, and neither could Bruce or Mark. That's why it's a team effort. That's why we have a leaders team. You know, reach out to one of the leaders if we're not available. That's why they're leaders. They more or less have the answer for you. And if they don't have the answer, they get in touch with us. We can give them the answer. So you're getting a team full of leaders, just not one person. You know, those of you who've been in opportunities before, you know, it's like one guy you're following, right? And you're getting that just one guy and all his expertise. It's different here with us. You're getting a team full of expertise. There's a team full of leaders, and we plan on creating more of that. So we have a whole community full of leaders, so that any new member comes onto this team is gonna be pretty freaking knowledgeable in the internet marketing game.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of.
It's gonna be 24-hour support. Yeah, it's 24-hour support. Because if it's not us, I mean, we live in the United States. We have people on our team from around the globe. So if we're sleeping in the middle of the night and somebody needs an answer at 3 in the morning, 9 chances out of 10 somebody's going to answer them from who's international someplace in another country. So there's an answer. That's why that chat's so important. If you need an answer right away, put it in the chat. Somebody will get on top of that real quick. So
we got to get the Aussies involved.
yeah, we do.
All right.
All right. Well, we're running on 9:30, so want to close this out.
All right.
Right.
You know, congratulate all the new people. Welcome to the team. Glad you're here. We're here for you. All of us here on the panel are here to support you. So is the entire team, the entire community in the leads group. You know, for sure, and then the entire community in the back office of ARP. So you got a little bit of support, guys.
All right, guys. Well, till next month, we'll do another one in August. So once again, welcome to the team, man. Any questions or concerns you have, just get in touch with one of us, or you know, just put it in the chat and we'll answer it. All right. So until next month, man, we'll see you. Create those Facebook events for the Hangouts on Sundays. Your link is linked to you. You don't even have to go to them, right? Just invite all your friends. We'll close the sales for you, all right? So until next month, we'll see you. Have a great week, guys.
Good night, guys.